Welcome to the AMMNA Championships of 2023 at Bendat Stadium here in Perth, Western Australia. I would say sunny Perth, Western Australia, but not today. It's raining outside. So, look, AMMNA 2023 Championships proudly supported by West Coast Fever this year. My name is Blake Smith, and I am pleasantly joined in commentary by, do I say West Coast Thunder alumni maybe? Hannah Irving?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah?
Hi.
How are you, Hannah?
Good, how are you?
Good. Very excited to be commentating this match today. I was saying to you before, this is set to be a bit of a cracker.
Yeah, you were saying that ACT had some guns in there.
They do. So they're top of the table. I was lucky enough to commentate their game the other night between Tasmania, and that was a bit of a shootout. So we had a couple of star shooters in there. I gave them a couple of nicknames from the Top Gun movies.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yep, I did, because they were Top Guns. But WA coming off a couple of wins, really probably excited to get out on court against this ACT team. What are you looking forward to in this match?
I'm excited to see the ACT because it's been a long time since I've seen any of their sides play, except for in the men's divisions. So really excited to see that. I'm excited to see their guns that you keep talking about, but also our reserve side standing up and, like you said, coming off the back of a couple of wins. Really show us what they've got. Yeah,
totally. So the WA team as well, a few youngsters in there. A couple of young players out on court. Carly Davis, obviously just 18. Emily Winterbein, Kat Byrne.
Yeah, very young side.
Yeah, so very excited to see what they can put out on court. Looking to ACT, I just think that WA really need to be tight on defensively. So the shooting lineup in ACT, Hampton, Fife and Costa coming off the bench, all starred against Tasmania.
Okay. Yep.
Very, very hard to defend. Fife has a great hold, dictates the space well and accurate from range. Right. Hampton started the game earlier this week against Tas, and I thought started very well, and then Costa came on in quarter two and played the rest of the game and shot the lights out of the building. So WA are going to need to be on defensively, and I have no doubt that they'll be super excited to be out there on court and probably trying to shut down everything they can.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm looking over to the WA bench, and it's not good looking. It looks like there's a couple of injuries over there as well for this game, so that will be interesting to see how they kind of cover for the, what looks like 3 lost players.
Yeah, one of them looks like, yes, 3 with the hoodies on. So, and one, an absolute probably lockdown defender in Amy Donaldson sitting on the bench as well. So that's not good news for WA. Hannah, I'll throw to you for the starting lineups, and then I'll get a tip from you before we get this game underway.
All right, so in our ACT side, we have starting in goal shooter is Fife, goal attack Hampton, wing attack Simmons, centre is Denmead, wing defence Spillani, goal defence is Kearney, and goalkeeper we have Packard. Over on the WA home side, we have goal shooter is Fletcher, goal attack is Dawkin, wing attack Byrne, centre is Winterbein, wing defence in Tower. We've got GD is Zimmerman, and goalkeeper is Roderick Smith.
Excellent. So we're about to get underway here. You can hear the ACT bench under us.
They're definitely not afraid to be loud, are they?
No, the chant going. So we'll kick it off here. It's going to start with ACT in the hands of Denmead. So also look for Simmons here on court. She's out in WA and ACT there. She's now on cue. Had an absolute stellar game against Tasmania. Denmead now just off the ankle. No call by the umpire, but reset. And Simmons now looking to go inside. On circle edge. Found circle edge so comfortably earlier this week. And just left that one shy. Shooting that was Hampton.
Yeah, great rebounds by Fife then, really pulling it in against contacting Zimmerman.
So ACT get off to a start they'd be happy with. Now Winterbein's kicked WA into attack. Byrne cross court to Dalkin. And Byrne finds circle edge. On the hold there, Fletcher, nice hold.
Yeah, it was. Great space.
And good placement by Byrne. WA struck back quickly. So Fife here again, really dictating that front end. Now having to reset. This is good defensive pressure so far from WA. Hampton a long way from home, and the hands by Zimmerman just collect the contact there. And then the 2-on-1, and it looks like Roderick Smith's going to come away with a bit of a win there, Hannah.
Yeah, great tip. Great elevation through to that one. Pity couldn't pull it in, but ACT's sideline throwing looks good. Nice and patient with the ball.
So Simmons now, Denmead and Fife, and this is well within her range. Opts to pop it out again. And Hampton, well within his repertoire. And makes that one count.
Thought that was falling short then, but nope, bounced straight in.
So Winterbein, nothing coming forward at the ball, and then just places into the hands of Denmead. Simmons now patiently back through Kearney. So ACT playing quite patiently through this box, and great read by Zimmerman to quickly pick off the ball. So the way you can see ACT moving the ball now, Hannah, what would your go-to defensive structure be for WA to try and shut this movement down?
I would go very, very tight one-on-one. At the moment, I'm not seeing much dictating coming from the WA side, so I'd really hone in on that and just force them wide. Because if they're stuck on that sideline, they can't get anywhere near the centre of the court.
So Fife now. ACT looking to consolidate this break early. Simmons having a reset to Kearney multiple times. The defensive structure here is
a little bit better.
A little bit better.
Warming up into that defensive game.
Simmons now. Oh, just called for the footwork. I think it was maybe the back foot drag. So we'll have Roderick Smith resetting for WA here. Zimmerman. Byrne drives down the middle of the court. Toa. And then the long drive from Delkin. And Fletcher, fantastic hold on Packard. And Fletcher just leaves that one shy. So ACT now. WA release the pressure there for ACT. They've got a break back of their own, and it's just
so close, that one, Roderick Smith. Almost coming through with the fly.
That was the right idea. Just a foot off maybe.
Yeah, I'd like to see a bit more angle on that. It was very flat drive that he was attacking, and he went flat as well. So just maybe an angle onto that ball, and he would have successfully received that intercept.
Byrne long to the pocket, finds Winterbein, and the hold on by Fletcher again. Great read by Kearney, but just too late, and will cause the contact. So Fletcher now for his second of the game. This is probably a key moment for WA. They need a defensive turnover here. Hampton.
Yeah, as you see, WA just kind of following the ACT players down the court again. Really when that dictates.
There's the read.
Beautiful.
One pays off early for Roderick Smith. Toa. Winterbein now. Need to get off that sideline. Now back into the middle through Zimmerman. Byrne. Oh, quick hands in there by Kearney almost. And just a rush ball into Fletcher. And collects it. And under pressure will finish. It's better from WA, Hannah.
Yeah, if they can convert this centre pass, it's back to an even score, which is exactly what you want at the start of the game.
Yeah, so now trying to keep off the sidelines here. Toa. Winterbein. The long ball into Fletcher. Been so deadly on that hold so far. Great hands by Packard, and there's the body on. And Fletcher. Good placement by Byrne as well.
That was fantastic placement. So they did convert it. We're back to 4-all. Just under 5 minutes down in the first quarter.
They'd have to be happy with that.
Yeah, you would say so.
Yeah, against top spot ACT, they'd have to be happy to drag that one back.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what Zimmerman's going to be doing down in that goal defence role. We may have seen her shooting for most of the week, but she also plays down in the defensive end. I quite personally prefer her down there. Playing against her when she's a defender, she is a hard defender to beat.
One of your Warriors family as well.
She's actually at Peel this year in the model. So
okay, my mistake. Part of the West Australian Netball League. So Toa. Now Byrne, really dictating this front end so far. Catherine Byrne doing a great job. Delkin on circle edge, and there's that back hold in the space again from Fletcher. And WA feeding Fletcher well over on the back space, but just overshot that one. Packard now to reset from GK. It's going to be called the contact on Fletcher. On Delkin, apologies. So ACT now in transition. This was part of their strong game earlier in the week. Simmons, he's bought a Fife and well within range. Won't hesitate to shoot that one. So ACT now drag it back out to 2. Looking to consolidate a break here. Simmons playing patiently. Winterbein just tries to get her hands to that one.
A bit of miscommunication there between the West Australian defenders, both going forward for that forward draw drive.
So it's now back out to 3, but we've seen WA sticking here. Byrne, nice pocket ball from Delkin, and the ball, quick ball into Fletcher. No contact called. Play to the whistle. Play to the whistle.
There we go. Throw in now. I was wondering about that. You've got to have your 2 foot touching the court before you touch that ball.
That's the one.
All right, so we've got an ACT centre pass after WA converting that one. Great vision down the court there from Simmons. And pops it away.
So I've just been brought to my attention that if you're watching this on the live stream, the scores and the teams down the bottom of the screen are showing incorrectly. So I'll give you score updates through the call to give you the correct scores. Winterbein. The drive comes from Byrne, doing a fantastic job opening up that centre corridor and just puts it in the hands of Packard, who now, ACT, looking to put out the biggest lead of this game so far. Fletcher onto it. He is.
Oh,
great recovery.
Chaser. Settle down, he says, to the WA side.
Dalkin, great back hold by Fletcher again. Almost need to start the 2-on-1 down there, I think.
I think it's time. I think it'll be great if they do that to also see what Dalkin can offer as, you know, her space opens up.
Oh, just the read by Toa, just short on Denmead. Hampton now the feed to Fife.
Oh, a bit of a tweak at the ankle there by the looks.
Rolled out of that one. So Simmons on circle edge and the hands in by Zimmerman. And then the quick shooter to shooter. It was so dangerous this whole week, that shooter to shooter.
Seen a lot of the shooter to shooter offloads this week from all divisions, really, not only just the mix, but a lot in the men's. What are your thoughts on that, Blake, as a shooter?
I'm a big fan. I myself being a GS, I don't mind, even though I'm 6'5", I don't mind getting the low ball. Keep it away from the defenders is my motto, so I don't mind taking a low ball every now and then. Dalkin, this is your expertise out here now, Hannah, the GA bib.
The GA bib, yep. It's been a while, but...
So Packard, who's put in such a strong defensive effort all week for this ACT team. Now the long drive comes from Hampton. Simmons, cross court to Kearney. And now Denmead just waits for Fife to open up. Does last second, and Simmons finds Hampton on the 2-on-1.
Yeah, beautiful timing on that little pop forward from Hampton there. Finishes off nice and strong.
Yeah, so this is really how he started his game against Tasmania. Really strong, great timing with Simmons, and very accurate on the shot as well. So Denmead now fronts Fife. Again, well within range. Makes it look easy.
Does, doesn't it?
So now it drags out 11 goal to 6. 5 minutes remaining in this quarter. Dalkin just lets that one slip out of her fingertips, but Byrne recovers. Obstruction call for Tua.
He called it. We've got the 2-on-1 now coming back off onto Dalkin, but the 2-on-1 did start to happen there against Fletcher in that circle.
So here's Dalkin now for her first shot of the night. Fantastic finish.
Easy, it is. She'll be happy with that one.
Yeah, it's a bit of a confidence booster. Fife, a stretch for that one. Yeah. So now Denmead and Roderick Smith just collects Hampton on the way through. And Fife under the post by herself. Maybe a bit of confusion with Zimmerman.
Zimmerman thought she was out of play, nowhere near the ball. She obviously did something wrong down there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened there. So now Byrne wants Winterbein in the pocket. Does find her eventually. Dalkin, that back hold. Look at that space and the placement. What would your direction be, looking at both teams, Hannah, what would your direction be to a team feeding from out there? I mean, looking at ACT, who I don't think have fed a ball from outside this far. What's your direction to a team that's just feeding from there? I mean, it's working so far.
It's working so far, but I think if ACT switch onto it or the coach gives them some sort of direction to sag back or try that zone, I think it's completely off. So I know I prefer my centre quarters to be hitting circle edge, except for the one-offs. So I would continue to encourage them to hit that circle edge, get as close down as we can, just to take the pressure off Fletcher as well down there.
Totally, and Dalkin just leaves that ball shy. Spillane fires the ball down to Simmons. Down court, the cross-ball almost cut off by Zimmerman. Great read.
Told you she'd warm up. She's getting ready.
So very versatile, can play both ends. Fantastic shooter as well. I have seen her shoot.
Yeah.
Burn now. Releases Dalkin. Dalkin, the ball over top.
Once again, beautiful feed from Dalkin. They have been on. She casually walks back in. Full trust in Fletcher's ability there.
She's confident in Fletcher's shot. I love that. Love that from a GA. The connection down there working really nicely so far. So WA still within 4. So now ACT looking to get back on the attack and just fires one out of the hands of Fife. And apologies, I've just sort of caught on. There's been a change in centre for ACT. That is Bennett coming into centre for ACT. Roderick Smith, nothing coming forward. Now Tua releases and the ball to Winterbourne just a little bit.
Yeah, that was an interesting style of pass, wasn't it? That was kind of a big old round-up on that one.
Yeah. So I've just had word that the scoreboard for everyone watching at home is now correct on your screens. Fife. Happy to shoot from anywhere. So calm and collected.
She is, doesn't she? She makes it look very effortless in there.
Yeah. Burn, working that line well.
Fletcher on the move.
Yeah, first time he's been out of the circle.
There we go.
There he is.
There we go. Dalkin very strong in the air there.
Fletcher's just giving some payback to Dalkin, just feeding one back to her after all the fantastic feeds already. Packard now. Kearney. Oh, great defensive effort by Fletcher. Just short. Love that from a shooter.
We love it. Shooters are going to be your best defenders.
Got to pad the stats.
Got to.
Spillane looking long but resets. Now Kearney. Oh, just congestion down there. And the contact by Byrne. Bennett now. Circle edge for Simmons. The ball over top. Just the perfect draw from Fife, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're right. They're very impressive in that circle in there. I think timing's fantastic. Their rotations around. They seem to know exactly where the other one's going to be.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch all week, to be honest with you. Winterbourne now just recovers. Now back through Zimmerman. Dalkin, that ball over top. It's just missed Fletcher on this one.
That's it. Time, I think they start getting closer to that circle edge. Want to see that centre court for West Australia work a little bit harder. Just working on and off, repeated efforts down there to release that pressure from Dalkin having to pass those big long bombs.
So Bennett, Simmons, Fife. No hesitation. No hesitation.
It'd be interesting to know what her shooting stats are for the week.
I would love to. I would love to know, to be honest with you. Having an absolute blinder this week. Bennett, Fife, long way from home. Simmons, Bennett again finds Hampton. Just the last second pop. And the shooter. Been very impressed. So 7 seconds remain in this quarter. WA must score off here. They need to go. They do.
This is the time to long bomb Burn. Pop it in there.
And just not going to beat the clock on that one. So we'll finish quarter one with a 17-9 goal lead in favour of ACT. So WA with some ground to recover here. Hannah, what's your advice to the teams going into the break right now?
For ACT, I would say remain calm. Patience is beautiful down there. Ball movements is great. I also think their defensive one-on-one pressure, they're kind of changing it up a little bit. They are going nice and tight, then they're kind of sagging off a little bit. For WA, I'd say tighten everything up.
Excellent.
Across the board.
Excellent. Well, we will come back for quarter two action here at Bendat Stadium in Perth, Western Australia. We're at the AMMNA Championships 2023. This is the clash between ACT and WA for the mixed reserves competition. We'll see you back here shortly. We are back. Quarter 2 action coming your way from Bendat Stadium in Perth, Western Australia. This is the AMMNA Championships of 2023, proudly supported by Spudshed. Hannah, that was a quick start from both teams in the start of that first quarter, and now ACT really hit that next gear towards the end and sitting a 17-9 goal lead going into the second.
Yeah, they really just settled the ball, I think, and their flow down court was beautiful from ACT. Like it looked very easy for them to be getting the ball down into that goal circle, and then also easy to shoot the goals. Yeah,
so a few changes across the court for WA here. Anderson going into GS, so Fletcher having a rest, and Delkin going from GA to GK.
And yeah, Zimmerman coming out of defence line and back into the goal attack.
Goal attack. So changes all the way across the court here. Fife. Hampton on the outside. Simmons now. Wants Hampton, but it opts short, and great hands in there by Tor. And just going to be called on the contact. And Hampton with the pop. So what are you looking from WA? What are you looking for from WA, Hannah, now going into this quarter?
I'd like to see some more dynamic movements. As I said, a bit more work from the centre court to be able to get that ball down to that circle edge to feed the shooter. Obviously, we have had a change in the shooting position, but I am going to say it's going to be the same game plan, is popping it into that one-on-one shooter hold. So really want to see the centre court working hard to get that ball down there.
So the swing ball now to Bennett. The baseline drives come from Hampton, but Fife collects. So ACT looking to consolidate a really early break here in this second. Minute down. Oh, hands in there by Zimmerman.
See, once again, ACT just showing how patient they are with that ball.
So Fife now, mid-range shot. Fantastic shooting, I believe. I don't want to jinx her, but I believe
don't say it,
she has not missed one yet. Zimmerman now in her new role at GA. Burn the long ball in. Great back space by Anderson. Held out Packard nicely into the last minute and gets his first shot for the evening. Now Simmons the pocket ball to Bennett, and Fife all alone over top.
Yeah, once again, beautiful timing there from the ACT attacking line. Just making it look super easy.
Winterbein, Byrne. Done a fantastic job out in WA so far. Now Byrne again opens up the centre corridor. Pocket ball over to Winterbein. Anderson on the hold. Opts for Zimmerman. I would say within her range, yeah. But
yeah,
the ball
steps in.
The ball over top to Anderson.
Oh, beautiful roll then, Anderson into space. Zimmerman just looking away a little too early.
And just going to put that one off. So that was better patience by WA going into attack.
Yeah, definitely.
And Zimmerman's going to get the ball back here. It's the ball from Byrne over top. Finds Anderson. Reset to Winterbein, and I think he's just on the obstruction. Yep. So the contact call on ACT, and Anderson finishes that one.
So ACT's, wow, that was good. ACT centre pass here. Once again, we'll see exactly how patient they are with the ball, and then the timing from the shooters. Beautiful once again. Fife. You didn't curse her yet.
I have not. I'm confident to say it again. She's yet to miss. Byrne, the centering ball. Now Zimmerman looking for Anderson over top. Great roll off by Packard, almost, but Anderson collects with two hands and finishes. Quick ball movement. I like that. I like that from WA, and it's sort of now the risks they need to start taking with this lead dragging out to 10 is take some risks. Move the ball quickly. Let's try and break the defense down and get through. So Simmons now on the transverse line. Simmons directing traffic down there. Fife on the outside. And now Hampton, the quick ball over. Read well. That is Popovic down there, collecting a quick deflection.
You can see him having a giggle and a sorry to the umpire down there. There's smiles all around.
In high spirits.
In high spirits, that's right.
That's good, especially this late in the week. Lots of tired bodies out there Zimmerman, the ball over top to Anderson. Great back hold. And the back space placed perfectly by Zimmerman.
Yeah, it seems to be their strength that's working at the moment, isn't it? Just that back hold onto the baseline where the post is.
Oh, hands in there by Tor. Well done. Great read. Great elevation as well.
Yeah, he's always had great elevation, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's always got fancy shoes on as well.
Yes, true. The bright green. Can't miss them. Just hope he doesn't steps because the umpire's going to see it. Almost on the held ball there, Fife, but she still manages to sink it.
Yeah, just got it off in time. So Winterbein. Byrne wants to go long, but instead opts for the reset. Now Zimmerman. Byrne drives to the pocket. Great drive, and Zimmerman's going to front cut here, try and open up, but no.
Well read.
Lilia collects, and Popovic collects down this side. No, Hampton's onto it. Just cleans it up for ACT. And Tua, don't think he was ready for that one.
No. Very uncharacteristic, bad pass there from ACT.
So Winterbein now the reset to Popovic, and Byrne on circle edge. And Zimmerman.
Much better from Byrne, though, hitting that circle edge, and you can see her repeated efforts have improved.
Yeah, totally. Dictating that drive, the front drive from WA really well so far. And Zimmerman, comfortable shooting down there. So changing ACT again in the centre position. That's Denmead coming back on. Started the quarter in at centre. Hampton, great high arcing shot.
Beautiful.
Good looking shot. So Winterbein, Zimmerman, see what she can muster going forward for WA. Now the long pocket ball to Winterbein. Anderson on the front hold, wants it. And then rolls to back space, well done.
Yeah.
Better finish. WA now looking to string together some nice sets of play.
Just again, WA following their defence. We've got a little bit of dictating happen by Tua, but lets his player go back into the centre of the court early.
And Hampton just left all alone and again finishes. Happy with that one.
Yeah.
So WA, the lead now for ACT drags out to 11 goals midway through this second quarter. Byrne, fantastic on circle edge. And the front space by Zimmerman.
Can see Zimmerman's trusting again that Anderson's going to get that in, stepping way back. Doesn't need to go for rebounds, she reckons.
Love the confidence in each other. Hampton, Spillane, the long cross-court ball. Now Simmons. And Fife, the front hold by Hampton. Oh, off the post.
Oh.
And just...
How many of them you seen this weekend?
I've lost count, to be honest.
I've lost count.
Yeah.
Jerome Gilbert, about 20 per quarter at least each.
Yeah, Griff Thomas throws them in there a few times as well from the mixed oceans.
Even seen Toby Fountain, the under-17s WA shooter. He's thrown in a couple in the couple of games that I've watched and commentated. It's catching on.
So Toa now. Byrne. Straight down the centre of the court. Great take from Anderson.
Beautiful positioning around that body just to take that ball and really gain some space towards the post then. Wasn't pretty, but it worked.
So WA keeping this within 10. This is still a winnable game.
It is, yeah. You can see ACT just really not doing anything too fancy or special off their centre pass. They're keeping to the basics and their ball movement is beautiful. So like I said before, Blake, I'd really like to see WA step up. More hard, tight, one-on-one defence just to shut that down.
And Hampton with a nice pass over the ring to Fife. As a shooter, I will call that one a pass.
Yeah,
I'll
of
give him
course.
the benefit of the doubt.
That's right.
He still hasn't missed. Winterbein. Zimmerman, the long pocket ball to Byrne. Byrne's doing a fantastic job out there finding circle edge. She's going to get this one back, and Zimmerman well within her range and finishes. So WA looking a lot more comfortable going forward now. Oh, change has been made in GA for ACT. This is the dangerous Costa.
The dangerous Costa.
Yeah,
I love it. Here he goes straight away.
I nicknamed him. Here he goes. Oh, he's the pass. I nicknamed him and Fife, the combination down there. Top Gun reference, but I nicknamed them Maverick and Iceman.
cool. I've never seen that movie before, so I'm going to believe you.
You need to watch it. But Costa is Iceman. Too cool, calm and collected under pressure. Solid shot. Great ball over by Byrne.
Yeah, one-handed pull-in by Anderson. Lucky he got that one on his chest.
Yep, and Byrne applauds his work. It was a great feed. So now Costa. A quick movement to Simmons. Denmead on the outside. Oh, he's just put the ball out of court to balance.
Can do that as long as it's in court.
Must have just been out because I couldn't see it from here. Delkin, Popovic now. Nothing coming forward to the ball, so Toa just off Simmons. Delkin now, Popovic comes forward for this one, and it's going to be called now Toa. Popovic in the middle of the court. This is better timing by WA. Byrne. The eyes just darted inside. Almost sent that one flying to Anderson. And there it is. Packard gets his arms around. Great outside arm.
It was. Anderson just coming off the hold a fraction too early there, allowing his defender to come around. It was a great feed from Byrne.
Anderson, great reach. Well done to keep Packard out of that one. And he's on fire since he's come on. So WA looking to consolidate a rare break here. Zimmerman back to Winterbein now, playing patiently. This is better. Popovic. Ooh. And Byrne just kept out of that one.
Pretty lucky not to get a contact then, Byrne. Slight push in the back.
Oh, she's going to get this one back.
Opponent. Here we go, yep.
She is. She wasn't happy with that previous call, so she's just come back and gone, no, I'm going to have this ball back myself. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just a caution given out for throwing the ball out of court.
And the ball over top again to Anderson. So now WA consolidate the break, the first of the game. Denmead. Simmons, Fife, long way from home. Well, watch the screen from Costa here. Now he's on the front space and Fife with the front drive. Oh, rare miss and Costa from outside. Did I call it or did I call it, Hannah?
Oh, you called it. But you also did give Fife the old commentator's curse. So.
I did, unfortunately. Oh, fantastic timing there. Anderson. WA playing with a bit more spring in their step now.
They are. Perhaps just a maybe more settled combo. I haven't watched much of this team, but I'm guessing this is a combo they've gone with all week, perhaps. And just looking much more comfortable out there.
So Fife asking Costa to go front. Well within his repertoire. We'll have no problems from there.
Easy.
So Winterbein now. Byrne working extremely hard. Tua comes forward to the ball. Zimmerman wants Anderson. Oh, fantastic to get around the body, Packard. Great defensive effort down there. Fife out of the circle again. The 2-on-1 on Costa. Now he opens up. Happy to turn and shoot.
Bangs it in.
Will not miss. So Denmead. So ACT looks like they've almost gone up a gear here. Moving the ball a lot quicker. Denmead, the baseline drive comes from Costa. And just the contact on Popovic.
Great first ball attempt there from Popovic, though. Once again, I think just one more step into that and he would have that.
That's it. And when you are sort of at this 10-goal deficit, they're the sort of risks you need to take, is attack the first ball and try and get everything...
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Leave nothing out on the court.
Yeah, especially before, and I mentioned this the other day in the Taz game with ACT, the defense almost needs to start out near the transverse line. You need to stop it getting to that circle edge. That's where the danger zone is, so...
Definitely shut that ball down before it gets there.
So Winterbein. Now WA have a bit of a spring in their step. They've strung a couple together now. So, a great read. Costa just cleans it up now. Simmons. Now Denmead. Costa on the outside. Want to get inside as soon as possible. Does now. On the front space on Popovic. And Popovic with the rebounds. Costa with a rare miss. Delkin now to rebound WA. Quick movement now through Toa. The long ball meant for Catherine Byrne, I believe, but Now it gets to her. Oh, no.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
She's just gone down here. Looks like rolled on her ankle, maybe. No, she's going to run it off.
All right. No time called. Physio running onto the court a little bit prematurely.
Oh, it was the ACT physio.
Oh, she's making sure. That's good.
That's nice. Love to see that. And Mead. And Fife. Hope she's okay. Yeah, she's run it off. Must have just been a stinger.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit of breath from tears, but it might have been breathing from laughing down there.
Just rolling it out now. Seems to be okay. Denmead, kickstart ACT. Costa. Simmons. Denmead again. And Costa. Oh, great shooter. That combination, so dangerous.
That's it. So we've got under 30 seconds left here of the second quarter. ACT leading by 13.
Zimmerman, oh.
Plenty of time for WA. Let's see if they're smart enough to play it out right into the last minute. Well, second.
Anderson will beat the clock here for WA.
Yeah, ACT going to go for a quick one. Still 7 seconds to go. Bombing it down. Oh, here we go. It's in.
I'm calling it now. It's in.
Oh,
no. I shouldn't have said anything.
Blake Smith.
I apologise. If anyone watches this later from this game, I do apologise for giving off the old commentator's curse. But that will take us to the end of the first half of this netball game between the ACT and WA. This is the mixed reserves competition. Hannah, are you liking what you're seeing so far?
I am from ACT, you were right. Some absolute guns out there, and the shooting circle just absolutely starring down there into the court. And I do think WA picked up their attacking line this quarter, working a lot harder.
Totally. And also, like I mentioned earlier, just need to take a few risks now in defence. Attack first ball, try and get the long court transition going and get some breaks happening.
Yeah, that's for sure. We've got, six turnovers in a half of netball. Easy done.
6 turnovers. So we'll see if WA can score back those 6 turnovers in the second half of netball. We look forward to joining us back here at Bendat Stadium in Perth, Western Australia for the AMMNA Championships 2023, proudly supported by Netball WA.
having a pretty good season this year, Andy.
By the look of this lot, you are too.
Well, we've got a good team out in the field. You want to go meet them?
Sure. So what do you grow here?
We've got broccolis, collies over there, carrots, you name it. We harvest it today, catch, and it's in the stores tomorrow.
So you guys are the midfielders of the fruit and veg?
At Spot Shed, we grow it.
We sell it, you save.
Giving this season everything we've got. Just try and stop us. Don't miss the excitement of West Coast Fever at RAC Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketek.com.au.
So it looks like Simmons is having a break. And Spillane has moved into WA. It just fires one into Costa quickly and finishes. He gets off to the start. So now WA. So Fletcher out in WA.
And it looks like Hannah has come on to centre for ACT.
Okay, excellent.
Great last name.
Anderson doesn't want to pop that one up, just flicks it out to Fletcher. And just a contact from Bennett, just asking for it to go his way. Got a try. And the back space finds Anderson. So Hannah now want to get ACT kick-started here. Villalea back through Bennett. Spillane, who just came out of WD. And Hannah now on circle edge. Oh, the great hands over pressure comes from Stone. That's what WA is missing. Fife. Just starts the quarter off so well.
She does. Such confidence in there.
Went to Bryant. Long ball to Fletcher. Zimmerman Fletcher working well in WA. I've never seen Jack play WA. So this is something new. Doing a great job so far. He'd have to be the tallest WA in the league, wouldn't he?
Probably be close to it. I don't think we'd have any female wing attacks that tall.
No, so Popovic just tries to clean up and just collided with Costa. So we're going to have the contact call. Now Popovic working to get back inside. And Fife overhands.
Costa just shaking his fingers off a bit. Might have been a bit of a jarred finger from the collision before. And looks like we got a bit of sweat on court.
Yeah.
Just asking for a towel.
Hope he hasn't affected that hot hand, the shooting hand.
Hope not.
Otherwise, it's going to make me look bad on my call. I'm just kidding.
I'm sure there's been a few of those little popped fingers and jarred fingers over this week.
Oh, I've got to say thank you to the physios that are out there. I suppose that they work just as hard as the athletes they do this week. Forte Physio, one of the big sponsors for WA netball teams here, and Anderson.
Yeah, I was saying on the last game I commentated, Simon Trinker, owner of Fort Physio, they've been around since the inception of Thunder, haven't they?
Yes, basically, and they've been along to almost every single Nationals campaign for the last, I can't count now, how many years.
Well, look, it's too many years since I did my first one,
yeah.
so we won't say it, and he was there then.
Trinker was at my first as well, that was a while ago.
Fife with another one.
Yeah, so this drags out now to a 12-goal lead. So still, like you mentioned at the end of that, great hands by Bennett. And Costa cleans up. You mentioned at the end of that second that this is only a six turnover game, I should say. Fletcher the long ball in, finds Anderson. Fletcher's probably had those ones fed to him so often he knows exactly,
Yeah,
exactly where
where to put
Anderson
them.
wants it.
Yeah, that's right. I'd really like to see the goalkeeper from ACT in Packard. So Packard coming off the body now. So, we're 3/4 into the game. That's obviously been their strength, WA. This whole game is bombing it into a one-on-one shooter competition under the post. So come off that body, move around, confuse the space, and then see what the shooters can do.
Delkin, under pressure, finds Stone. Now Popovic, the long ball to Fletcher, working down this sideline. Need to centre this now. Now through Zimmerman, they do. Zimmerman looks in, but the 2-on-1 on Anderson. Fletcher on circle edge. And Zimmerman well within her range. Happy to turn and shoot here. And why wouldn't you when you have Anderson onto the post ready to rebound?
That's right, and you can get your own rebounds as well, like she just did.
Exactly. And there's Anderson
There
finishing.
we go.
So back within 10, WA now. And looking to consolidate the break. That's 1 out of the 6 turnovers they needed.
That's right. Let's
Ooh.
hope they can convert this one.
And Fletcher's just knocked out of court there.
Sounded like a bit of a thud down there.
And he's all by himself now in the pocket. And the ball over to Anderson.
Oh, beautiful.
Great draw by Zimmerman as well. Opened up all that back space for Anderson. And great pass in by Fletcher.
Yeah, combination still working strong down in that WA end since the change.
So Bennett, now Spillane. And Hannah. Hannah wants to go back to Costa. Now finds the back space. Delkin, great switch. But too well placed by Hannah and Costa.
Yeah, great pull in by Costa. He knew exactly where it was going.
So Winterbein. Fletcher wants it high. One of the benefits of being a really tall WA. Clear the mess through Fletcher. Winterbein just on the front space and the layup.
Oh, I haven't seen a layup yet today.
Specky, the WA bench erupts. Happy with that
I
one.
was going to say we can see injured player Trevor Nathan down there getting up off his seat. He's impressed.
Delkin almost hands to that one. Hannah now on circle edge and great back space found by Fife. And will not miss from there. So WA have dragged this back to 10, so slowly chipping away. Fletcher doing a fantastic job in WA so far. Zimmerman all by herself, the 2-on-1 on Anderson, and Winterbein just out of her hands, but Popovic is going to get it back. He does.
Throws himself on the floor. That's commitment. I
Oh.
was going to say not quite allowed to do that.
Bennett now wants it again long. Does now. Nothing forward now. Has to go cross
Oh,
court. Zimmerman. Almost. She's going to
And
get a
picks
win
it
here.
up.
Well done, Zimmerman. Fletcher just tells everyone to settle. Great leadership out there. And Anderson on the front hold. And just overshot that one. So still within 10 here. Great defensive pressure now coming from WA. The long clearing ball. Spillane. Again, nothing coming forward to the ball just yet. Now Fife releases the circle. And on circle edge, Spillane into Costa, who finds his own rebounds.
Just passing it to himself now,
Yeah.
isn't he?
That was, I'm going to say that was planned. I
Yeah,
reckon.
definitely.
It
Set
almost
play.
looked it, didn't
Set
it?
play, yeah.
It almost looked it. No, great rebounds, Costa. So ACT now settling.
Yeah, so WA got within 10 and once again just let ACT convert off the
Ooh.
turnover.
And the defensive pressure almost causing the turnover there. Now the long cross-court ball and Stone. Now it's going to come back. The obstruction from Delkin. So now on circle edge, almost hands by Popovic. And the finish now by Fife. So it drags it back out to a 12-goal lead to ACT. Fletcher. Great drive by Zimmerman.
Yeah, Zimmerman's on for those second phase every time. She's on a nice hard drive. They're just moving down the court to her.
Zimmerman, the 2-on-1 on Anderson. Happy to shoot. So her confidence up and about this quarter. Spillane.
Yeah, just after I said at the start of the game, I love watching her play defense. I'm loving watching her play goal attack tonight as well.
That's such a tough skill to master, going from one end to the other in one game. I have to take my hands off the Delkin as well. Started in shooter and now playing out of GK.
Yeah, versatile bench.
Yeah.
As we mentioned at the start of the game, there is 3 WA players on the bench for the mixed reserve side injured and unfortunately unable to play tonight. So I think it's fantastic that they have got players on the court that are so versatile.
Totally, and you've also got Jordan Stone playing WD, who can also shoot. And up, Fife.
We love a good shooter to WD switch.
Totally. Fife.
Fife again.
Very dangerous. Had a fantastic championships this week so far. Popovich. The long ball cut off by Bennett. And just keeps it in court as well. Cleaned up. Well done, Bennett. Now the swing ball right across court to Hannah. Again, long corner ball to Bennett. Nice
Great
Fife.
vision down there to Fife.
Yeah, and Fife with the front cut on Popovich. Well within her range, but opts for the ball back out to Spillane, who's going to have to reset it here and get it back off the hands of Zimmerman. And now opting for the quick shooter to shooter and just off the hands of Popovich. Defensive pressure looks on now from WA. This is much better.
Yeah, stepped up a little bit, forcing ACT to think about the feeds they're giving into the shooters. And we're seeing Fife on the move a lot more than we did in the first half as well. So whether that's a combination thing with Costa or Dalkin's doing a job on her.
Totally. I feel like majority of the time when Fife is releasing that circle, it's almost when they're in long court transition and they're trying to clear the WA defence. From what I've seen. Leah, Bennett. Oh, just the underpass picked up by Winterbein. And Fletcher now down court. Fletcher one circle edge, almost on it. Has to reset through Popovich. Winterbein on the far side. Anderson's on over top. If she can get it there, but instead opts for Zimmerman and just collected on the contact. And happy to shoot from range. And great rebounds by Anderson. And finishes.
Yeah, like you said before, if you've got Anderson under the post, why not pop it up?
That's exactly right. And Fletcher, he's just put himself out of court. But standing.
Not used to so much space to move around.
No. So now the drive from Hannah through the middle of the court. Costa. Spillane having a reset. And here's Fife now. So the front cut comes from Costa. The baseline drive. Great defense by Delkin to keep him out there. Oh, and he's just gone back to Hannah. It's let WA off there.
Yeah, it seems the combo of Popovich and Dalkin has definitely found their way in that circle now. They're starting to demand the space. And like we said before, just causing the ACT to second guess the feeds into the shooters.
There's Fife again, and again just letting WA off there. So great defensive efforts so far in this quarter. Still within 12. Had pegged it back to 10 at one stage. Don't want to let this one slip any further before they go into the third quarter break. Popovich.
We've had Denmead come back onto court for ACT in wing defence, and there he goes, entrance back into the court. Almost an intercept.
Ooh, and just Byrne there, just releasing the circle before Zimmerman got the pass off. But Zimmerman's going to get one back. Both teams playing a little bit erratic just now. Byrne calls for it for Fletcher, but Zimmerman the ball over top to Anderson. Eyes down of the defender. Great timing on the pass. So Catherine Byrne coming back into centre for WA. Emily Winterbein having a break. Costa. Oh, Stone gets hands to that one.
Well done.
Fantastic effort, Jordan Stone. And Fife. Just too close.
Looked all right from up here, but obviously the umpire has it at a very different angle.
Popovich wants it. Gets it now. Zimmerman, the one-on-one in the circle. There's the footwork you're looking for, Hannah.
There it is.
From Packard. And Zimmerman gets it back again. Two strong defensive efforts going down this court for Zimmerman has resulted in WA goals. So fantastic defensive effort from Zimmerman. Like we said, the shooters have got to pad their stats somehow. Get some defensive picks in there. And the backspace again from Fletcher to Anderson. So WA, bit of fire ignited in them now. Back within 9.
Yeah, slowly chipping away. Let's hope they can keep this momentum.
His hands over pressure a lot better. Spillane. Byrne tries to cut off Hannah. Fife on the outside. Ooh, I think you are right. Fife having to release the circle just to try and get... Oh, and Popovic is going to come up with a beauty. Just picked it off. Zimmerman. Byrne. Nice long quick transition. And great placement as well.
That's it. Critical moment here for WA. If they do want to continue to come back at the last minute and a half of this quarter, they need to convert this goal.
Great rebounds, Anderson.
And there we go. They have it. It's their centre pass now.
Wow.
Plenty of time to sink this one as well.
WA bench coming alive as well. Fletcher over the top of Denmead and just has a wayward pass, puts it straight into the hands of Spillane. So the opportunity goes begging for now. But what defensive effort can WA put on here?
Yeah, so that's 3 times in a row Fletcher's gone very, very wide on the centre pass, causing a almost out of court or an out of court. So let's hope he can adjust that angle.
Yeah, and we've got a basketball just rolling across quickly.
Of course, we are here at Bendat Stadium, so we are at the basketball centre. We should, I suppose, presume there's going to be basketballs at some stage.
The reset, Hannah punches top, Costa. Back through Hannah. Fife, well within her range.
Just waiting for the defenders to jump, isn't she?
Yeah.
Doesn't balk it. Nice and patient, and up she goes.
And that's what's so hard to defend as well. There's no balk. You've really got to time that jump if you want to try and get a block. And just Stone picks off another intercept.
Yeah, you could see Hannah tripping through Zimmerman's feet on the way through down court.
So WA now with the throw in, and there's 13 seconds remaining. Plenty of time here. They'd love to score one before going into the break. The cross-court ball through Stone.
Anderson's on.
You could see Lilia hunting that one. The long ball into Anderson.
Great take. Here we go,
5
Anderson.
seconds
You've got
remaining
plenty
from
of time.
range.
Oh, and
goes
he sinks
bang.
it.
Right before the end of the quarter.
Pretty happy with that one, it looks like.
WA bench up and about. So they drag it back to get within 8 going into the last quarter.
There we go. So they converted 2 of those turnovers. We did say all it takes is 6 turnovers. So all they've got is 4 to go in this last quarter.
That's right.
Too much of an ask, do you think, Blake?
No, not at all. After watching that last couple of minutes, WA finished strong, but they need to come out and start that strong in the fourth quarter as well. ACT need to settle. I think from what it looks like, working around that circle is probably a little too much now, and it's allowing the defenders to get their hands to the ball. So just need to be patient, wait for the right one to open up. Don't need to work around too much, and I think that Fife and Costa will finish the shot regardless of where you get it in there. So, Hannah, that takes us to the end of the third quarter. I reckon a super exciting fourth quarter to come up here. WA coming home really strong. ACT just need to settle. We'll see if WA can peg this one back. Look forward to seeing you here at Bendat Stadium for the AMMNA Championships of 2023. This is the mixed reserves clash between ACT and WA. Welcome back to the AMMNA Championships of 2023. Proudly supported by Great Temptations. Sweet treats. I do enjoy a sweet treat every now and then. So I might have to get down there after this.
Every day for you, Blake.
Yeah, I think so. I got a bit of a sweet tooth myself. So back here for the ACT versus WA clash in the mixed reserves competition. WA came home really strong at the end of that third quarter, Hannah. I think it left ACT a little bit shaken.
Yeah, a little bit frazzled down the attack end. And we did say in the third quarter and the second, the attacking end for WA kind of settled. So ACT didn't really know how to defend that one. So we'll see what this quarter's going to bring us.
Looking forward to it. So Byrne to kickstart WA, and have just put it into the hands of Hannah down there.
Bit of a switch. We've had Denmead go into centre and then Hannah going into the wing attack. So a quick swap there. And looks like Kearney's come back onto the court into the wing defence role.
Right, okay, so started the game in GD, now playing WD. So Denmead releases that one to Costa. Just the footwork call.
Yeah, a few too many steps in there.
So WA get this one back. Now Jordan Stone to start WA off again. Would want to convert off their own here. Wouldn't want to allow any breaks in this early part of the quarter. Byrne from Popovich. The long ball over. Oh, fantastic placement and great take by Anderson. Just needs to take the pace out of the ball now. Does and finishes. So
There we go. So within 7, if they can convert this one, get the turnover and convert it, I think we have a game.
So Costa from the outside. Hannah. Costa again. Just plays the back and forward ball. Gets about a foot closer.
Oh,
Happy to shoot.
nice flat shot. Had some speed on that one
Yeah.
too.
Had the speed and the backspin going for it. Fletcher.
Once again, Zimmerman on the second phase off that centre pass.
And Fletcher, the tallest WA in history, I'd say. Gets that one over top.
Yeah, questionable passing there from the WA side. Just two-handed overhead passes. Not exactly the right pass that I'd be asking for on court.
Ooh, so just the obstruction call on Anderson.
We're seeing a little bit more dictating here from the WA side, at least in our attacking end.
Yeah. So Denmead back through Kearney. And Byrne just collects Kearney on the way through. Denmead puts it right into the hands of Delkin. And Delkin wants to get it quickly going through Fletcher.
Yeah.
Fletcher just says, settle down.
And then proceeds to pass it to the opposite team.
That's okay. He's got it back now. Playing it calm and collected here. Fletcher finds Byrne on circle edge and the quick one into Anderson.
Yeah, Byrne's work on that circle edge since the first quarter has improved so much, and it's working every time for the WA side.
Totally. Costa wants the long ball, but Popovich cuts this one off.
Lucky not to get a stepping call, though, on that one.
Stone just pops it up to Fletcher, and why not? When you've got the 6'3" odd WA standing out in front of you. Byrne, the long ball over top.
Oh, just not seeing the second defender
And
behind.
the call is going to be on. Oh, I hope Lily is okay here. She is. And it's going to be on the contact on Anderson.
She looks a little bit winded, but is still moving. Still wants the ball.
Gets it here now. Oh, and just over top. Just overcooked it. Possession there on the call. Spillane now. Hannah. Denmead. Wants it on circle edge.
Yeah, Eulalia's come off court. She looks like she's in a bit of a pain there, a bit winded.
It's no good. Fingers crossed she's okay.
So Kearney's dropped back into that goal defence position now.
Ball over top to Fife.
You can just hear Hannah getting very vocal on the circle edge there. She wanted the ball. She was free.
So WA, this lead now back out to 8 for ACT. Zimmerman, the long ball. Oh, it was the perfect placed ball.
It was. Just, I suppose, that inexperience in the centre court. Once you are a goal shooter, it's really easy to ignore that line.
I agree. Kearney, the long cross-court ball to Packard. It's going to come back. So Spillane wants to get it going quickly now. Hannah releases quickly to Costa. Has to reset all the way back to Spillane. Again, Denmead. Circle edge is Hannah. And the outside behind the post drive by Fife. Just went missing off court for a little bit.
She did. Nice way to sneak around the back. And the bonus is the defender has to allow you to enter back on court when that happens.
And Fletcher's just... he's opting for a mid-game trade. He wants to play for ACT now.
Completely offside. Complete wrong end of the court. He's absolutely lost out of that goal shooter bib.
Oh, love to see it. He's going to get the the trophy at the end of this one, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
What
I
it-
think that's a fine.
Yeah. What does the mixed res team have? I think they have a chicken or something.
A chicken, interesting. I've
it
seen
is.
the men's reserve chicken, and funnily enough, Ian Brady on the men's reserve side got that for doing the exact same thing in goalkeeper last night. Beautiful drive down the court, got the ball over the transverse, and ran all the way to the second transverse. And didn't realise till the Queensland bench was yelling at him that he was offside.
Love that. Love that. Costa. So WA kept this one within 9. But time is not on their side at the moment. Only 10 minutes remaining in this quarter. Fife, confidence, and
Ooh,
Costa.
Uncharacteristic miss.
Yeah, fantastic rebounds by Costa.
Looked like it maybe come off the side of her hand as it hit the side of the ring.
Fletcher again in the right position this time for WA. Simpson. The ball
Right
over
team,
top.
right state.
That's it. And Anderson just collects and then hits the deck.
Maybe he's just trying to prepare himself for a move over to ACT, do you reckon?
Oh, could be. Or he's got some word from the bench. He might be playing WD at some stage as well. Who knows?
Just preparing himself, either
Yeah.
way.
So Bennett now for ACT back into centre. And he finds himself in the pocket. Great lead. Oh, it was a fantastic drive down to the pocket. Just needed to take some pace off the ball going inside.
Yeah, just a poorly placed pass from Hannah there. And unlucky they couldn't chase it up.
So Stone, Delkin. WA have to be really careful here to not let this one slip any further. Have to be precise for the remaining 9 minutes if they want to bring this one back. Zimmerman. Now the 2-on-1 on Anderson. But Zimmerman still opts. Some great placement. And finishes. So WA now looking to consolidate a break here. Back within 8. Zimmerman. Nothing coming forward of the ball, so decides to reset to Popovic. The long pocket ball to Byrne. And Zimmerman. And it's just overshot that one. So Spillane now.
Yeah, this is where I'd really like to see WA tighten up their defence right from that goal line throw into the full long court transition.
Yeah.
As you can see, we've got some players going one-on-one, some players standing in no man land.
Yeah,
Let's tighten it up. Let's get this turnover.
that's the one.
We've got the 4 to go, and then we can be in front, WA.
So Fife just leaves that one short. Very uncharacteristic.
See, you cursed her. I
And
told you
then
at the start of the game.
I know, up until midway through the third, had not missed. I mean, I had to open my mouth,
Yep,
didn't
you
I?
did.
I haven't learnt this whole week. I have not learnt. I just get excited when shooters shoot at such a high percentage. I have to say
We wouldn't know
something.
what that's like, would we, Blake?
No, I don't know what above 75% looks like. Bennett now finds Costa. And Costa with a rare miss. Popovic is going to come away with it. Fletcher. Nothing coming forward for Fletcher, so resets through Popovic now. Stone wants Fletcher back. WA flirting with that sideline again. Burn the long.
Complete trust in Anderson there under the
What
post.
a release as well. And just misses that one. So 7 minutes remaining. It is possible. A goal is possible for WA. Or just under a minute.
Easily, yeah.
So it is possible, but everything must go their way right now. And the defensive pressure is where it starts. Fife. Oh, great hands over top by Popovic. And now Costa will get this one over Popovic. Look to settle the ACT. So now it's dragged back out to 10. Hannah, would you say this one's still possible?
Look, 6.5 minutes. I think they've been turning over enough ball. I think they still have plenty of time. They've just got to convert those turnovers.
Yeah, the simple things. Zimmerman. Opting for the shot.
There we go.
Cool under pressure. Great shot by Zimmerman.
Such an interesting shooting technique, Zimmerman, but she always manages to get them in.
Fife resets out, and they're going to get a turnover here. They're going to come away with one.
Yeah, overcooked that one into the pocket.
So need to be calculating and patient here with this transition if they want to be within any chance. The long ball to Stone. Great take.
Yeah, great take.
Fletcher finds Byrne on the drive down court. Now Fletcher opts for the over top to Anderson, and great pass.
That's it. You can see Anderson setting up on that beautiful front hold, ready for them to give.
Yeah.
And then the ACT defenders are adjusting to that, dropping their GD back, but then Zimmerman just taking that front draw drive.
Yeah, and WA have strung two together in a matter of seconds.
Here we
now.
go. I told you, it's coming.
Yeah.
If they can just keep building on this.
So
Plenty of time.
back within 7 now, with 5.5 minutes remaining.
We've been here a few times before, Blake. Let's hope they can keep the momentum up. Like we said, turn it over, convert it. Turn it over, convert it.
That's it. So Fife, Dan Mead, Costa on the baseline drive. Oh, and he fakes me out. I looked to the post to see where the ball went.
I was ready for that, yep.
And he's put it in the hands of Fife.
I think the umpire thought it was in as well.
Byrne, the long ball to Zimmerman. And just taken out by Kearney.
Yeah, you still need to have your goal attack moving.
So
Can't
the
be standing out
two
there.
on one now in the circle here. Good option with Anderson there would be a good screen to go to, but instead swing
I was
the
going
ball.
to say, interesting choice, but
Yep.
it's paid off. And there we go. 7 goals once again.
So still within 7. Time now not on WA's side.
You can see Dalkin just down there hedging. She's waiting for that long ball to come down.
And Fletcher almost collects one. Denmead. Now the ball over top to Hannah. Fife. Long swing ball to Denmead and follows up her own work.
Great defensive work in the circle there for WA.
And Costa from range.
Doesn't bother him where he gets the ball, does it?
That's right. That's why I nicknamed him Iceman. He's just too cool, calm and collected. Byrne, the long ball over top, finds Anderson.
Oh.
And he's just called on the footwork. So the ACT bench now on their feet. They can feel this victory now. Just slipping away from WA. Oh, and Byrne with the fantastic intercept. At full pace takes that one out in front of Hannah. And she's already back down court. Anderson, he's just fumbled that one.
All right, we've got less than 3.5 minutes. Still 8 goals.
So everything would need to go right for WA to get back into this one.
Yeah, I'm going to call it now. I think it's ACT's game. I think they've remained steady, calm and collected, patient with the ball for probably 95% of this game. And I can't imagine that's going to change in the last 3 minutes.
Costa finishes off for ACT. So now we tick under 3 minutes. So ACT have had a fantastic run this AMMNA Championships, sitting atop of the table at the moment for the mixed reserves. They'll be happy with how their weeks, the later week games are going at the moment, going into finals. Costa. So now WA. Can they muster anything in the next 2.5 minutes? 10 goals down. Byrne, the long pocket ball to Fletcher. Just collected by Denmead. The swing ball, the 2-on-1 on Anderson.
Comes that draw drive from Zimmerman. Doesn't draw any defenders, so she's going to take that mid-range shot.
And I think you called it in the second quarter, Hannah, ACT needing to opt for the 2-on-1 on the WA goal shooter. And they have done this quarter on Anderson. So Fife now, mid-range, opts to kick it back out to Hannah. And now she finds the back space.
Nice little screen set up from Costa there for Fife to be able to take that back space.
Combination works so seamlessly.
It does. Well, ACT bench standing up now, getting a bit loud. I think they know the game is theirs now.
Fletcher tries to pop one over.
There
Packard
it is.
comes up with the rebound, and Stone still going at it. She's had a couple of intercepts to her name already tonight. So Kearney has to reset all the way to Packard. On one leg just balancing. Spillane now through the middle of the court. Hannah. Nice patience here by ACT. Now find Costa in the pocket. And Fife. Now the back space. The draw from Costa in the back space by Fife. And rare miss from Fife. So we tick to under a minute.
Yep, ACT playing around with it. They're being patient as they have been all game. Very smart about where they're putting the ball and who they're giving it to.
Yeah, so Fife now.
Oh, Delkin with the jump over the shot. Seems to have worked.
It was great timing on the jump, and WA come up with the win here at the end of this last quarter through Delkin. Delkin just the quick inbound pass. It's going to come on court now from the contact.
We've got 15 seconds to go.
Byrne would love to beat the clock here. The long one to Fletcher. And the advantage paid. And Anderson finishes, beats the clock. It's a great way to finish the quarter. They want to finish with another one here.
Oh, they're going for the long bomb. Up we go.
Almost. So ACT come away with the victory. 10-goal leaders against Western Australia here at Bendat Stadium. It's the AMMNA Championships of 2023, proudly supported by West Coast Fever. Hannah, I'm going to go to you now to pick a best on court for tonight.
Oh, I think the most consistent for ACT would have to be Fife.
Yep.
I also really was impressed with Spillane as well. I think her defensive pressure throughout the game was really good, as well as her drives down court as well. So attacking as well as defensive, so all-round player on that one there. I think for WA, I would have to probably say Zimmerman. So she was obviously seen at both ends, but was a game changer when she got put down into that attacking end.
Yep, I'm going to definitely agree with you for ACT. I'm going to throw another name in there for WA. Catherine Byrne fed really strongly and eventually worked her way into the game to find circle edge for those third and fourth quarters. Had a fantastic job in centre. Look, ACT, Fife and Costa, that combination is so dangerous. And I say it all the time. I said it earlier in the week. They're all just waving to the crowds. I'm going to give them a thumbs up as well. Good job to everyone down there. That's going to be all from us here at Bendat. I'm looking forward to both these teams going deep into the last bit of the week. Looking forward to seeing ACT in the finals and seeing what WA can produce for their remaining games as well. So a lot of positives come away from WA as well, especially in that last couple of minutes, last quarter. I don't think they should be too disheartened with that going down to the top table.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Not with that performance. Only 10 is good. Very good.
Totally. So we'll leave it at that tonight. Hannah, thank you so much for joining me in commentary. It's been a blast. This has been the 2023 AMMNA Championships, proudly sponsored by Netball WA. My name is Blake Smith. Look forward to seeing you later in the week here on commentary. See you around.